Today's story is about Zeus, one of the most important gods in Greek civilization. To understand how important his role was in Greek civilization, you must understand the story of the beginning of creation according to Greek beliefs. Before anything, before the sky, the earth, and the sea, there was an entity called chaos. This was an infinite void, all energy and darkness, and from the chaos the first primordial gods emerged. Gaia, Earth, was the supreme being who formed the mountains and seas. Tartarus, Hell, is the place of torment. Eros, love, is the force that held the universe together. Gaia gave birth to Uranus, the sky, a massive entity that covered the entire Earth. Together, Gaia and Uranus formed the first cosmic pair, and from them sprang the first powerful beings. The first of these were the Titans, who were considered gods, each representing a particular aspect of nature. For example, Cronus, the god of time and leader of the Titans; Rhea, the goddess of motherhood and fertility; Oceanus, the god of the ocean; Hyperion, the god of light and the sun. After the Titans came the Cyclopes, giants with one eye, considered the greatest blacksmiths in the universe. Their role will be revealed later. After them, the Hecatoncheires, gigantic monsters, each with 100 hands and 50 heads. They were certainly a terrifying force. When Uranus saw his children, he was afraid of them. The Cyclopes and Hecatoncheires were very powerful. He was worried that they would one day challenge him. He decided to imprison them underground in Tartarus. Here, the stage of challenging Earth began. You will always find the Earth sympathetic to beings and creatures. So, she crafted a sickle of legendary iron and gave it to Cronus. She asked him to kill Uranus. When Uranus descended to embrace Gaia, Cronus suddenly appeared and cut off parts of Uranus's body. Uranus screamed a scream that shook the entire universe, and his blood spilled onto the Earth, from which new beings were born. The Furies were born. These were spirits of vengeance. The Gigantes were born. These were another type of giant. The tree nymphs were born. These were spirits close to humans. A part of Uranus's body fell into the sea, and from it was born Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty and love. Before Uranus disappeared forever, he cursed Cronus, saying, "There will come a time when his son will do to him what he did to Uranus." Now Cronus was king of the universe. His reign was a golden age, but the curse remained, and he was terrified of his own children. Every time his wife, Rhea, gave birth to a child, Cronus would immediately swallow it. Rhea would go mad with grief, and when she became pregnant for the 6th time, she hid the news from Cronus, determined to save her son by any means necessary. When she was about to give birth, she went to Gaia, who advised her to go to the island of Crete. On a stormy night, Rhea gave birth to Zeus in a secret cave on Mount Ida, on the island of Crete. She left him with Amalthea, a magical goat, nursed him. The Curetes, warriors, would make noise so that Zeus's voice wouldn't reach Cronus. Zeus was raised in the forest with the nymphs. After giving birth, Rhea deceived Cronus with a stone wrapped in cloth instead of the baby, and Cronus swallowed it without suspecting it. When Zeus grew older, stronger, and knew all the events that had happened, he longed to avenge his brothers and bring down Cronus. He went to Metis, the goddess of wisdom, who gave him a magic potion. Zeus sneaked into Cronus's palace and offered him the potion. Seconds later, Cronus began to vomit. The first thing that came out of his stomach was the stone he had eaten, believing it to be Zeus. And then came all of Zeus's brothers and sisters, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, and so the 6 wanted to avenge their father Cronus. And this would happen in the Titan War. Cronus and the other Titans fortified themselves on Mount Othrys. Zeus and his brothers fought from Mount Olympus. But frankly, Cronus and the Titans were much stronger. So Zeus asked Gaia for advice. She advised him to free the Hecatinus and the Cyclopes. Yes, exactly what Uranus had imprisoned in Tartarus. Zeus descended to Tartarus and freed the Cyclopes and the Hecatonchires. They were grateful to him. The Cyclopes created three mythical weapons: Zeus's thunderbolt, which was the most powerful weapon in heaven; Poseidon's spear, which shook the earth and sea; Hades' helmet, which made whoever wore it disappear. Thus they were ready for war. After a long war between the two sides, and with the help of the monsters, the Titans were crushed, and Zeus and his brothers became the rulers of the universe. Zeus then divided the world between himself and his brothers. Zeus ruled the heavens. Poseidon ruled the sea. Hades ruled the underworld. But he didn't just divide the world between himself and his brothers. He also made a mistake that would upset them later. After winning the war, he imprisoned the Titans in Tartarus. This upset Gaia because she loved her children and had helped him first get rid of Cronus, but not all the Titans. From the deepest point in the earth, Gaia gave birth to the monster Typhon, the greatest and most dangerous creature to ever appear in the universe. Typhon was a gigantic monster, taller than mountains, with a head full of snakes, and his voice was terrifying. Just walking, the ground would crack. When the gods saw Typhon coming against them, some of them were frightened and escaped. To hide, they turned into animals, but Zeus stood alone, ready for battle. The battle was legendary. Typhon was overturning mountains and hurling them at Zeus, and Zeus was striking him with lightning and thunderbolts. But Typhon was too strong. He was able to seize Zeus, sever his tendons, and paralyze him. All the gods were terrified, but Hermes and Pan helped him and knew how to treat him. Zeus returned to battle, much stronger from his fury, and began striking Typhon with even more powerful thunderbolts. The battle turned around. Typhon tried to escape, but Zeus pursued him to a mountain in Italy, where he dealt him the final blow. The giant monster fell to the ground, and Zeus buried him beneath the mountain, locked away forever. Thus, Zeus established his rule over the universe. As the supreme ruler of the Greek gods and people, Zeus is greatly glorified in Greek civilization, and you'll find him present and imprinted in every story of their lives, such as the legends of Hercules, Medusa, and many others. That's all. If you enjoyed the story, be sure to like and subscribe, as there are many more legends to come.